In this video, I'm going to show you a really easy way to make a podcast without having to have any knowledge of audio editing software. So Adobe Podcast makes it really easy to record and edit your podcast. You're essentially on a call with your podcast guests. When you finish recording, it creates a transcript of everything that you've said in the podcast, and there you can just edit the podcast as if you were editing a Word document. Under filters, there's also this enhance speech option. Now this is really valuable because it can take your mid-range cheapish microphone and make it sound a lot more like a professional recording studio. Let's test it out now. So first, let's hear what it sounds like without enhanced speech. Okay, hello Michelle and welcome. How are you going?
I'm doing well, Bernie, thanks.
Okay, and now let's try it with enhanced speech turned on. Okay, hello Michelle and welcome. How are you going?
I'm doing well, Bernie, thanks.
So you can see how easy it is for someone with no audio experience to make a decent sounding podcast. Let's now have a closer look at how to create and download a podcast. Step 1 is to go to podcast.adobe.com and log in with your account details. Once you're logged in, it's actually pretty simple. There are 3 options you can choose from. There is enhanced speech, where you can upload a recording you've already made and enhance the quality of that audio. There's the studio, where we can actually get in and record the podcast, and a mic check, just to check how your microphone is sounding. Let's go into the studio to start a podcast. I'm going to click on a new project. And from here, I can invite my guests to record either through a link I can send them or an email. You'll see up the top that Michelle's about to join me and we'll be able to talk to each other before we hit record.
Hey, Bernie.
Hey Michelle, how you going?
Good.
And when you're ready, you just hit record and start your conversation. Can I ask you a little bit about what is going on at CIT for you this week around teaching and learning?
This week, a lot of
When you're done recording, you can go through that transcript and just cut out the chunks that you don't need, or the mistakes, or anything that might be a pause that you want to get rid of, and edit it just like you would a Microsoft Word document. If you need to add more in there, you can always just put your cursor to where you need to record again and hit record for a second time. You can also add a placeholder in there in case you need to invite a new guest or add a new piece of content into the podcast. There's also some royalty-free music that you can use for introductions, outros, or transitioning between different conversation topics. When you're done, you can just hit the download button and you'll be able to download your project as an MP3 file for the audio. You can download a text document or Word document for the transcript. You can save your original recordings as well, or there's also a function for an audiogram, which is an animated transcript video of your podcast. So let's have a look at the final result. All right, hello and welcome. Hi Michelle, how are you doing today?
Hey, Bernie, I'm good, thanks.
Wonderful. So Michelle, today we want to talk about the value of educators learning from other educators, learning from their peers. So there you have it, a really quick and simple way to make a podcast that can be used as an audio file, as a text-based file with that transcript, or even as a video file. Give it a go.